Hello, YouTube. I am Pinstar, and this is Banished Strategy and Tactics, episode 32. So, when we last left our intrepid village of Ficklewood, we were planning out our expansion. Not more than just planning them out, we were actually making them real, making our expansions a thing here. Our forests are going to be going on the other side of the lake, of the river here, as such, and that is what we will be continuing to progress with. However, before I get started, I do want to point out that the developer has posted patch notes for version 1.02, which is still in beta. Now, we have not yet upgraded to version 1.02 because I want to make sure we have a stable client before I start moving my software around, lest my dear city of Ficklewood get corrupted or something nasty happening to it. So once they officially patch it, then I will be upgrading, but until then we are still on 1.0. However, what I do want to discuss is the impact that the changes will be having if everything arrives in the final version of 1.02 as expected. So the first group of notes involve fighting fires. They are a lot of code cleanup and behavior cleanup about how citizens go about fighting fires, and basically making it a lot more efficient, a lot more effective to fight them. So having a fire break out does not mean instant death for the surrounding area, which is a good thing because, one, well, we haven't upgraded, so watch a fire break out and burn my whole town down. But once we upgrade, we will have successfully dodged a fire, hopefully. I probably just doomed my town to imminent death from the flames. But the second item is probably the most important, and something my town is currently tangling with, and that is the Marches of Death. They have made it so that if a citizen begins to starve, they will interrupt wherever they are going and head to the nearest storage barn or marketplace and grab something to eat. That means that they do not have to exclusively eat from their houses. In fact, if they determine that they have become hungry and that they have a home, but they are extremely far from home, they will somehow teleport food into their bellies from their home storage, so they won't even have to go all the way back home to eat. So the long and the short of it is I won't actually need to dismantle this area as I had originally planned on doing once I get myself upgraded to the patch, which I think I will do. I will hold out until the patch goes live and then upgrade. And in the meantime, my people will probably continue to have these little mini marches of death, but I think we can abide by that. They also increase the capacity of trading posts, but it will only affect the trading posts that have been built after the patch. So these 3 trading posts I'm actually going to keep paused until we upgrade to the next version. Alright, enough yapping. Let's get playing here, shall we? Alright, on we go. We have our first circle, our first area built here. Might as well tell them to grab this stone. Oh, I already have. How's this? Alright, this thing's almost done. They've been building this for ages. That should help them with their pathing, because previously a lot of people were running by the mountain here, so that should help them. Yep, they're actually using that tunnel, so that makes me happy. Alright, and we've got our second one built up here. The other thing I determined that I wanted to do was that all of the spaces in between these little forest hub circles, I'm going to make pastures, mainly because it doesn't require a lot of labor to staff these pastures, but they still eat up a lot of space, and they still provide quite a bit of food. So they make the perfect candidates for that. Also, they're a year-round occupation, meaning you're not going to have seasonal marches of death from people going over to that pasture. Alright, lots of people using this road here. That's good. Died of old age. Oh, we got plenty. We got plenty of workers. And what do we have here? We've got ale to trade and lots of food here. Now, I was noticing in our last video, and I'll check after I do my trade here, that our food stockpile, which I think capped out at one point at about 100k, is down to about 60k, which, I mean, we are not in any kind of imminent death looming here, but we want to keep an eye on that just to be sure. And just to be sure, well, first off, let me trade away 793. Okay, what I'm going to do is buy myself the stuff I'm not growing, really. So let's get 6,000 things of cabbage and 344 potatoes. Off you go. Yep, and another trading post. Let's check this one before I head up. More food. All right, these guys know that I like the food. But beans and corn would just trade for other stuff, so it's not really a value added. Well, it's sort of value added. Okay, 941 and 96. And what am I not doing much of? Oh, potatoes. Off you go. Okay, so let me, before we get interrupted again, don't see why they say it's more materials are required. You got the peaches, you're making peach ale, but whatever. Alright, so my town hall and our nice full collection here. No nomads. Let's look at production food. Yeah, our used trending is higher than our produced, so we are going to want to make corrective actions against that, which is precisely why we are building up these extra forest hubs, because this is an extra round of hunter and gatherer, which, despite the fact that we have other means of doing that, hunters and gatherers are still very effective at getting us food. And let me see. Actually, this little bend right here might be a prime spot for a fishing dock, if I can fit it. Which would be wonderful if I could. Yes, I can. Yeah, and bridges in their area radius don't really hurt anything. So no harm in putting that there. And always pair your fishing docks with a storage barn. It just makes so much sense and keeps them nice and efficient. And since we are at local supplying mode here, it's not gonna let me go. That's all right. Get our two. Wait, why am I making wooden houses? I haven't made wooden houses since the beginning of the game. There's a throwback there. We're going for rural here, but we're not going for that rural. Okay. That should be good, and yeah. That should keep people nice and busy, nice and happy. Do I need to add it? I do need to add more fishermen. And I'll be adding more once they build that one. Aha! So, you know me, I like me some sheepages. And get ourselves 2 more herdsmen. And we just got to find ourselves a nice big sheep flock to split, such as this one. That should almost completely fill up this pasture. Yeah, so they won't have much too far to grow before starting to get slaughtered and starting to give us even more wool. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot with our herds here. All right, let me, speaking of, okay, so this is prime territory down here for another pasture, since that's now out of this range and it's well out of this range. So this, yeah, right here would be a nice big pasture. So while we are at it, just to keep our people busy, actually, hang on, let me, all right, you're pinned, and let me pin you, just so I can see both circles, so I'm not stomping on too large an area of each. So I can make myself 18. There we go. Nice big pasture there. And let's oh, really? You gonna do that to me again? Oh, for Pete's sake. Hogwash. Hogwash, I say. Oh, you know what? I know why that's doing that. I do not need to cry hogwash. Because, as I mentioned a while ago... Oops, cancel road is what I want. I want to cancel the removal of this area. That's more like it. As mentioned, I mentioned this quite a few episodes ago, but it bears repeating, that when you have resources on the ground, like stone or surface iron, marked for collection, they will not let you draw roads over them. But if they are not marked for collection, you can draw roads through them, and when people build the roads, they will naturally bust up and collect the resources that are in the way. So what you were seeing right there was just the game telling me that, hey, you got these resources marked for collection, but you want to build a road through them, not going to happen. And a nice big pasture right here. And get another nice big pasture right. Oh wait, can't quite go there, but I can go here. Perfect. And then a couple of houses right along here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Excellent. Oops. Gotta keep those reserves in reserve. And these guys are almost done. I think I'm going to make them chickens. Seriously? You left that there with one hammer swing. Thank you. Alright, and that is just one herdsman, so I think I can handle that. Let me find my largest chicken coop and get them split. That is not chickens. No, that's chickens. Alright, good enough. And they will go for a little swim. Alright, so we've got our stuff going down here, and we'll get most of this stuff naturally cleared out, and we're getting this hub built up here. Oh yeah, this little oddly shaped one because we have a little hill right here. Oops! Alright, am I missing? I am missing a trader. Glad that wasn't a teacher. Ah, sheep. Well, I don't have anything to trade for it, though. This is the one instance where I'd actually might even think about doing that, but... yeah, no. And you... iron tools, huh? Well, how much is that gonna... yeah, I can't even afford one. Never mind. Off you go. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, gatherer. We need another gatherer since that hut finished. Get our builders back down here. Alright, so, yeah, we've got that going here, so we can actually start another, well, do I want to start another forest hub? Probably do. But trying to balance out my growth here, so I'm not building something that is way too far out on the outskirts. Oh, and I have another forest down here. I forgot I made this one. Well, this will probably be eventually subsumed by development, but I'm going to leave this one around for much while longer. What I am going to do, however, is get some farm fields down here, because that's probably the best cure to my food shortage woes. And food shortage is being a little dramatic, I'll admit, but it could be a food shortage, and that is no laughing matter. Alright, I'm going to draw this road just to outline this little bump in the road here. And let's get planting, shall we? I think some crop fields are in order. And actually, I'm going to save that for next episode, because I think I'm going to go on a little bit more specific topic. I've been sort of haphazard about the field sizes that I've been using, but I do want to set the record straight for precisely what my recommendations are, because the community as a whole has been doing a lot of research on farm field sizes and farm field yields and a lot of other good stuff like that. So what I do want to, since this is a oh dear, sorry guys. Whoa! Childbirth. Starvation. During birth. Starvation. I might be converting myself over to the beta patch sooner rather than later. I'll have to check the forums. As far as I can tell, it's a very stable patch. Don't let my hesitation scare you away from adopting it for your own game. I just want to make sure everything is in order before I put Ficklewood's hands in it. Alright, so alright, one more big trade, and then I think I will cut the episode here. Well, we don't need those seeds anymore. More stone is always welcome, so we'll grab that. Pumpkins are absolutely worth it. Pecans, absolutely. Potatoes. Leather. Yeah, why not? I'll buy some leather. Cabbage. Oh, hang on. Let me get my stuff here. 2865. See what kind of trading power I have here. There we go. And cherry is 2,000 and peaches 629. Excellent. All right, off you go. All right, I think I'm going to cut it here. So, if you like this episode, want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And yes, next episode is definitely going to be more informative, as I will be covering the specifics of farm sizes and pasture sizes. And if you really want to go crazy min-maxing them, how you should go about doing that. So until next time, this is Pinstar signing out. Have a good one, everyone.